Why do men pretend to be happy and cheat?
Why do men pretend to be happy and cheat?
Because they want
That's a very
unlimited
unique
bodies.
question.
They want unlimited bodies.
Shit.
Can I say something real quick before you answer?
Yeah.
Why do women stay in relationships they're unhappy in and pretend to be happy?
I agree. I don't think it's only a men thing, but I just have men to ask questions. So women.
Okay,
The purpose of me asking the question is I think that both of us do it. We just do it in different ways.
I think we both do it, but I am a woman, so I understand my thoughts. So I just
Want a male's
I got something on
perspective.
that though. I feel like women do it because they are looking for the end goal that's not coming. Whereas men are doing it because they want to still have access to you, and there's a difference. So like they still want to be able to have
but what if a male steps out because they're looking for something they don't find in you? That's the same thing.
I agree.
Right, but the man is never going to tell you that, and they're going to pretend to be happy because they still want the access to
again,
you.
we do the same thing though.
No,
But we do it because we want an end goal. So
Right.
like I'm gonna pretend to be happy with my man, thinking that one day
Wait, what's
gonna.
the question again, ladies?
The question was,
Why
why
do
do
women
men
pretend?
pretend to be happy and still cheat? And
vice
I
versa.
Oh,
have
vice versa.
stayed.
Okay.
I have stayed with a man. I haven't cheated, but I've been unhappy and stayed with a man because in my head I'm waiting until I'm on to the next thing because like I do care about you. You're not treating me right. You're actually pretending to be happy and cheating.
But
so it comes to like the point of like I'm staying. I'm not happy. I'm unhappy. I'm looking around. My eyes are open. I'm not doing anything. I'm not physically cheating, but my eyes are open because I'm staying in a relationship I'm not happy with. But I just want to know why men do it. I'm not saying women don't do it. Women do the same things men do.
I think
there's just things that are categorized like men do this more, women do this more.
I think for most people on both ends, you stay where you're benefited from. Men are benefited from what you give them, and you're benefited by how a man provides for you. So you're going to stay where you're benefited from until
But you said
you
the
move
woman
forward.
is unhappy, so you're not getting no benefit.
Yeah,
You're
but
really
you are,
unhappy.
though.
But you are though. Let's put it in perspective. If a woman is, let's say, a stay-at-home wife, he is then paying for everything that you're doing. You are benefiting from that. You're gonna stay in that
But I'm a wife.
situation.
So am I
have my
allowed to
end
leave
goal.
the house? Am I allowed to keep? Do I have any money? Can I go to the grocery store and spend money?
You're allowed to do whatever you want. I hate the concept that stay-at-home moms, stay-at-home wives are kept in a cage.
That's the reality, usually.
It's not the reality.
No, it's not.
I was a stay-at-home mom for several years. That was never my
I
reality.
said usually.
So what do you mean?
I mean,
what do you
that's
mean by
pushing.
in a cage? You
I didn't say. She said that.
I
Yeah,
said,
you said that's how it is usually. So
No, I said a lot of stay-at-home moms aren't allowed to have their own free will or go out. They don't have their own separate money. They don't have their own separate things. They're not allowed to do a lot of things. From my experience,
like
and the women
what?
that I know,
Can you name some of those things?
like going out, having a girls' night, just running errands,
They're not allowed to.
having the dad watch the kids. From all of the people that I know that have done, but I'm not saying everyone.
Yeah.
But usually, that was the word I used. Usually, that is the experience that I see from stay-at-home moms. And then she mentioned not all of them are in a cage, so that's where that came from.
again, I would just restate. I think that on either side, you stay where you're benefited from until the benefits slowly run out and you're just gone.
Well, okay. Well, to answer your original question, just because a man cheats doesn't mean he's not happy. Seriously, what did we say earlier? Men like variety. If I can be in a relationship and still smash all the chicks in the world, I'm gonna do that. You know what I'm saying? If I can get away with doing it, I will do it. But just because a man,
Not even look before you put it in.
let me just finish. So just because a man cheats doesn't mean he's not happy. Remember, men, we don't fall in love through sex. You know what I'm saying? Look, if I have a girlfriend and I'm in love with her and I smash all of y'all, that doesn't mean I love y'all. I still love her, but just want to smash because I like sex. I like variety. You know what I'm saying?
So why get in the relationship?
So here's the thing, ladies. All of y'all wrong. He's speaking facts, but I'll let the conversation go on. I just wanted to see who was gonna hit it on the nail. And you was saying both of y'all had some good perspectives, but you were saying some very good things as well. Because your question is, why does a man pretend to be happy and still cheat? Mm-hmm. And then she said, well, why do women pretend to be happy and still cheat? Mm-hmm. Now the difference is men aren't pretending, right? Men aren't pretending. No, here's what I'm saying. Listen, pay attention, ladies. Men are not pretending. Men are really happy and they still will cheat. The thing is, if a woman is cheating, and she's unhappy, she's not pretending. She's really unhappy. Because in order for a woman to cheat, that means that she doesn't really like her man like that. She fully fell out of love with her man. And normally when women cheat, they already broke up with their men mentally 6 months before they let another guy smash. You know what I'm saying? So wherever the woman's emotion goes, her body follows. I repeat, wherever your emotions are, your body will follow. So if your emotions are not with your man, and if it's with another man, well, in due time, your body is going to be with that other man. The difference is with a man, our emotions can be with you, but our body will be with 6 other girls, right? But we would love you, protect and provide for you, take a bullet for you, but we are smashing Katie with the cakes.
So
that's just how it is.
So be worried.
That's how it is.
So you ladies should be worried if we stop protecting and providing for you. Think about it. If you're my girlfriend, we live together, I'm taking care of you financially, and I smash one of them, right? Be worried if I stop protecting and providing for you and I start doing that for her, because then I really don't like you. Because you got to think about it. If I'm protecting and providing, I care about your well-being. I care if you ate. I care if you got a house above your head. Well, her, I just want to smash, and I'm kicking her to the curb. I don't care how she get home. I don't care if she ate. I don't care if she's thirsty. I don't care about none of that. But you, I care if you ate. I care if you got a house. You know what I mean? I care if you got clothes on your back. I care about all of that stuff because I generally care about you. But the chick, if I'm just smashing her, I don't give a fuck what she do next.
Yeah,
I have a question.
I don't care. You know what I mean?
Before your question, another way to put what he's saying is men and women show loyalty differently, right? Men, we show loyalty by taking a bullet for you, protecting and providing for you. You show loyalty to us by not having sex with another man. You show loyalty to us by not even thinking about another man, right? Because if you're thinking about another man, there's a high probability you're going to do some type of whole behavior.
Interesting.
What's your question?
My question is to further that thought. Okay, say it's a man and he's now providing and protecting multiple women at the same time.
Is he Muslim?
No, but I've encountered that type of person who basically did everything for me, and at the same time they were doing everything for me.
Here's a
was
cold
doing
hard truth.
everything for multiple women at the same time. So I'm just saying, like in the terms of if he's not protecting and providing, I'm going to feel that. But what if he's doing that still and he's doing that to other people as well?
Yeah, so here's the cold hard truth. A man is capable of loving multiple women at the same time. I'm not saying that that's what's happening in that scenario, right? That man could just be playing a field and he really just trying to keep his sexual options and he don't want to lose none, because when a man builds up a pipeline, think about it.
No, that sounds like what it is.
Yeah, if you out there spinning plates, you being promiscuous, you out there sleeping with women, you building up that pipeline, you're gonna do what you got to do to keep that keep sexual access to all of those women. So you're gonna take this girl out on a date, maybe buy this one over here, maybe spend a few nights over here with this other chick. You're gonna do what you got to do to keep your pipeline open. That's just how men tend to operate. And women, you operate like that, but on different ends. You talk to so many guys, but what you do is you extract resources from them, and only like one or two dudes is clapping cheeks. We're a little bit clapping cheeks. Yeah, we're a little bit different. But you had another question in there. What was that other question?
That was my question, because I just wanted to further that thought, because you said if they weren't protecting and provide. Oh, her.
Yeah, I have a question. Well, first off, I have something that's not like necessarily a question. I think it's not all the time where men, like you're saying how men can still be in love with someone and cheat. I don't think that's every situation. I think it's situational. I think some men do fall out of love and they still do like pretend to be happy and then they go to another girl.
Yeah, but there's statistics on this. Correct me if I'm wrong on this, chat, but it's in the 70%. So when a woman commits infidelity, 73% of the time she falls in love with the guy that she cheated on with. But it's only about 27% of the time when a man commits infidelity, he falls in love with the person that he cheated with. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So this means that, well, no, like if the woman is cheating, she's bringing like her emotions and she really doesn't love the man. If the man is cheating, he's just having sex with that woman, but he still loves you.
Mm-hmm. And then I have a question for you guys. Why do you think it's so common for men to act in this specific way? Like, why do you think it's like so common for men to cheat and for them to be able to still love their girlfriend, but be with a whole nother bitch.
But the thing is, most guys,
That's confusing.
There's a large percentage of guys that don't cheat because they don't have access to cheat. So a statistic is a third of men are either virgins or celibate.
Yeah.
So this means that there's a large percentage of men that don't even have, they couldn't cheat if they wanted to cheat. The thing is, you ladies, you don't choose those men. Like, think about it. Kyle, that works at Chipotle, you don't even pay him any mind. He's the guy behind the Chipotle register. You look through him. You don't even see him as a human being. He's just like some zeros and ones if you're looking at a computer or something.
Yeah, in the most simple terms, all the guys that you friend zoned wouldn't cheat on you if you gave them a chance.
No, some of them will probably still cheat too.
I was gonna say.
Yeah.
But most of them won't, though. But he's right. No, but most of them, all of you ladies had that one guy that was just obsessed with you. That guy wouldn't cheat on you.
Yeah.
But for some reason, he just wasn't your type. He didn't meet your requirements.
Men are only as faithful as their options. So if a man has options, an option to cheat, there's a high probability that he will exercise that option. We're saying that there's God, like if you are prioritizing cheating, meaning that you want a man that is going to be loyal to you. If you are prioritizing loyalty, well, go to the guys that you know would probably be loyal, that don't have a whole lot of options. But you don't choose those guys. You actually want the guys that have the potential to cheat.
I don't.
Okay. You say you don't. What's your height preference?
I've done 5'6". I'm 5'5".
No. I say
My
what do you prefer?
5'8" and above.
5'8" and above. And speaking to the mic the whole time. And how much does this man have to make a year?
Minimum.
Where I'm from, I'd be happy if they touch 100K.
Okay, so minimum of 100K. He has to be 5'8". And what's your race preference?
Black.
Black. Okay. So that guy is going to be in the top, I would say. So only 20%, or no, it's like 17 to 20% of the entire population makes 100K. Then he's black. So out of the black population, it's going to be a very small percentage, probably only about 5%.
Is he in shape?
The thing, they could be like, I don't do like fat, but they could be like not
Like slim, like just
not
slim?
slim, but they could be like heavier set but solid. You know,
Yeah,
like
so
I
what
don't
I'm-
mind like a
What I'm saying, we
that's
should
gonna
bring up
shape.
we
That's
should bring
gonna
up the
shape.
calculator too. What I'm saying is, yeah, that's in shape. So you want a guy that's in decent shape, you want a guy that's 5'8", and then you want a guy that makes 100K minimum. What we're saying is, and he has to be black. That's a small percentage of men. Very, very small percent.
I run into them so often. That's strange.
And guess what? You run into them so often, and why aren't you with them? Because you disqualify
I
them.
just became, I'm now in my era of that. So, yeah.
Exactly. Yeah.
But it wasn't because I disqualified them. A lot of
But-
them disqualified themselves.
You think about it. You said that you would take a man like that, but you see men like that, but you disqualify.
I dated one like that was, again, like 5'6".
Yeah.
Could provide, could do all this and that. However, like you said, it's interesting because he was doing a lot of weird stuff, like being sneaky and lying. You know, like, so I can't deal with a liar. So it's like they show bad traits initially, so it's like I can't do nothing with that. And it's like I gave him a chance. I can't do. It's not my fault.
I mean, most men, that's smart. Women say they can't deal with a liar. The only reason why they lying is because they know that you can't deal with the truth.
I can deal with the truth. I'd rather honesty because I can deal with that. I can go around that. I can figure out how to make that better. However, if you're lying, now I just feel like you're never going to tell the truth. There's a difference. I'm very good with honesty.
Yeah, I think that generally speaking, not you, but generally speaking, I think that most women uses a man's honesty against him where they would disqualify him based off of him being honest. So like, let's say if the man was honest, if you truly want to, what I'm saying is make it very clear. If you truly wanted the man to be honest with you, you know what's honest on a man's mind if he's into you? He wants to smash. He wants the easiest path to success. So honest would be like, hypothetically, let's say if I was hollering at you and most men, that's what's on their mind. But if I'm honest, I'm going to tell you what's on my mind. Listen, what's your name again? Christina. Listen, Christina, you're a very attractive girl. And I would love to fornicate with you. I don't want to do the movies. We could do Netflix and chill, maybe only watch about a half an hour. But right after that half hour, I'm trying to throw you back into the wall. That would be honesty because that is what most men would be thinking if they're attracted to you. But you don't want to hear that. So guess what they tell you? listen, Ma, let's go to a steakhouse and eat a little bit. Then we go see a movie and just kill. Let's see what the vibes is. Like, I see you, Mama. That's how they're speaking to you. So they're not being honest with you, because if they was honest, you would disqualify them. And I think most girls at the table, show hands, would y'all disqualify a man if he was honest to you?
He could be honest, but that don't mean that we about to do that. You know, we still gonna go on the date.
Yeah.
No, one of the most annoying things.
What I'm saying is, he would be unattractive.
No, he won't.
Because what makes a man...
If I'm already attracted, I'm attracted.
No, that is a lie.
If you're honest with me, that's just be like, okay.
Think about this. What makes a man attractive is the mystery factor. A man that is easy to figure out, well, nothing is special about him. I know you.
I'm grown.
You're figured
I don't
out.
like the mystery. I like a man that's
You can
there
say that you don't like the mystery, but guess what? The mystery is what creates the vibe.
No, it's not. The man creates the vibe. I don't know. I just have different experiences.
The man being mysterious
because I don't
what
like no
creates the
mysterious
vibe.
man. I like a man that's blunt, honest, just straight to
So,
the
all right,
point.
so
Give
boom,
me
if
what
I'm
I
trying to
got.
holler at you, I'd be like, yo, look, Christina, I think you're attractive. I don't ever want to take you out on a date. I don't want to meet your parents. I just want to smash. Only when I want to. Don't text me. I'll text you when I want to.
That's the truth.
And that's it.
He's your type.
Some girls think
Disqualifying
that's
him.
hard.
I mean, no. You're not giving me anything to work with, though.
Look,
like, you're literally telling
Exactly.
me I can't
So
text
you like
you.
mysterious. You
It's
want
not
him to
mysterious
lie.
stuff
Yes.
because the way he's saying it is very dominant. It's saying that I can't reach out to you unless you reach out to me. That's weird. And
But
I
that's
don't know
what he wants.
that's-
He's being
no,
honest.
but that's not being.
That is
That's
honest.
weird.
I'm
I don't
telling you,
know
son,
a
I'm
man
like,
like
yo,
that.
Christina, look.
I don't know a man that's really interested in you. That most of the men that me, I'm talking about me. They want me to call them. If I'm not calling them, they're blowing me up, and that's what I'm saying. The difference is.
Look,
I don't
so if
know
I
who
told
do
you,
that.
look,
Like, don't
Christina,
call me.
try
Like, they
to-
want that
also-
girl calling them. You know, like,
Also,
what are
while
you
we're
doing?
having
Where
this
you at? What are you doing?
conversation, try to think outside of yourself. Like,
Right.
don't attach everything to you. You
I thought
could
we was
be.
giving our personal, like.
But what I want you to do is meaning that you don't have to think so personal and like your anecdotal experience. You can do that as well, but try to look outside of yourself and get more of a general perspective, because he's saying like we're saying things to you that is
So
like
men
this
want
is
to
how
be
niggas
that
operate.
direct. They don't want you
Yeah.
texting and
So,
calling them.
Look,
But I've never encountered that
Of
from
course,
a man.
because you guys.
Because you've been lied to.
No, I
never-
don't feel like that.
you've
I feel
never-
like some men
Christina,
genuinely like conversation.
you've
Some
nev-
men genuinely want to hear from you.
Bro,
Some men
the
genuinely
conversation that they want from you
But
is
the thing is, I don't reach out. No,
That's the conversation.
Bullshit.
Listen.
Bullshit.
The reason
That
why
is not true.
Because I don't
That's
reach
not
out to a
true.
man all day. Like, I'm not clingy. So the thing is, when I'm
reason-
reaching out, it's important, or I got something to talk about. So
Okay,
I don't know. That's weird.
The
I never
reason
heard
why you
that.
never encountered that because women will not put us if we say that, and you probably never encountered that. I'm
So
telling you.
you feel
look,
like that? You
so
really don't want
listen.
your girl to reach out to you? unless you
Listen.
got-
I'm being this is real honesty. This is what men would really want to say. Look, Christina, I got a shorty.
I'll take a poll.
Look, I'll be like, yo, Christina, I'm talking to every girl here, and I'm smashing all of them, and I don't want you to text me because if I'm with them, they want to feel like they're the only one, so that's why I don't want you to
But at
text
the
me.
same time, you're supposed to be protecting, providing, and doing all this shit for me at the same
Only
time.
if I love you. If I just want to
right.
smash, I'm not protecting, providing.
So
You
why,
said you wanted
so why
honesty,
do I
so
have
let-
interest
hold
in
on.
you?
No cussing, no
If
cussing.
you're not doing nothing for me, why am I gonna have interest in you? If you're literally telling me you're gonna sleep around, I can't talk to you, I can't do shit, but you're gonna still fuck everything and I can't do nothing with you. What am I interested
You just-
in?
you just make me-
Just because you're the right height and the right girth, I'm interested. No, like
You're making-
women require more than that,
Well,
and
you're
that's what I'm
making that
saying. Like,
point.
no one's
hold
gonna
on,
want
real quick.
you just because you have
Chat,
that.
I know y'all talking about the calculator. If someone can send me a link to the calculator, send it to me on Instagram or just put it in the chat. And we'll go ahead and copy that link
know,
and we can
it's
bring
like
up the
seem awful
calculator.
about
Most men, this is how we think. What Eve just said, that's what we think. This would be a man putting the woman into sex zone, meaning that he doesn't want a relationship, but he only wants sex from you.
Exactly.
Now, now that's the truth. Most men operate like that. Now, what we're saying is you can't handle the truth because most men have put you in sex zone, but they just been lying to you, right? They've been telling you and they've been taking you out to places and doing things, but they didn't want to take you out to Cooley and get you a nice filet mignon steak. They don't want to do that. They don't want to take you to these places and treat you well. They did it so they can have access to sex with you. That's the truth.
I believe in making men date you for a long time before you even have sex with them. So you're going to get to the truth regardless or not, because by month 2, you're going to be trying to figure it out because we ain't doing none of that. So you're going to be done, took me to this steakhouse, that steakhouse, took me to this trip, that trip. trying to figure it out, you're gonna have to be honest and say you just want to clap cheeks then, because we ain't gonna get to that point.
That too, but you gotta understand, there's some guys that got more patience than God. They'll do all of that, and
they just gonna have to have it. And guess what? The ones that don't typically, they fall out of line. And I didn't have to give up and clap cheeks because
Christina,
they're gonna fall out of line.
Do you have guys in your friend zone? Do you have guys that...
I have a friend in my friend zone, and he's been a friend since 9th grade.
Okay, do you have like... What I mean by friend zone, right? Do you have guys that you talk to, right? And you text now and then, and you consider them friends?
No.
You have no guys like that?
No.
Besides one?
One, and we don't text. It's like more so... He just had a birthday party, and I went to visit him for his birthday, and that's it.
So there's no men that you communicate with?
That I have a friendship, no.
Okay, so every guy that you communicate with, it's a potential dating situation?
Yes.
Okay. Now, out of the guys that you talk to out of potential dating situation, have you went out on dates with them?
Oh, Jesus. I don't really want to talk about it. They're not in my hometown, so no.
Okay, so yeah, you haven't went out on dates with all of them. But then there's some of them that you did go out on dates with.
No.
Okay, so fair enough. That's even better.
I'm very hard. I'm sorry. I'm very difficult.
Listen, that is totally fine. I'm just asking you these questions. So think about this. You have guys that you communicate with. They want to date you, but you hard to get. You don't got the time, so you know, you're not really giving them that time like that. So they're courting you. They're communicating with you. And guess what? All of them want to have sex with you. I would consider those guys to be in friend zone, meaning that they're courting you, they want to date you, but you're not really giving them that same energy back because you didn't accept their date. So these are guys in a friend zone, right?
Right.
They are all staying in that friend zone position, communicating with you, texting you like good morning and all of that stupid stuff, right? And guess what? They want to have sex with you.
I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
As men and women.
Have they ever been honest and was like, you know what, Christina? Exactly what he said. Listen,
Yes.
I just want to smash.
No, they didn't say, I just want to
Of course
smash,
they're not
but it
going
becomes
to,
a
because you're not gonna
topic
let
of
it happen.
conversation that they want to. And I believe it.
Bro, you can't accept the truth is because
No,
most
I'm
men lie to
accepting
you.
the truth. I'm believing it. Like I said, it comes up in conversation, but it's not like that's it. Like that's all I want.
I would
from you.
say 95% of the men, I'll probably even say 98%
They're gonna
of the
fall
men.
off before they even get the chance anyway. So it's like
No, you do. Let me just finish with like 98% of men that you ladies encounter, what's on their mind and what, if they were honest, would be sex first.
I believe
Like, we
that.
don't know if we wanna be in a
denying
relationship
that.
with
I
you.
believe 1,000% the man wants to have sex.
Okay, so there's a reason why the man isn't telling the truth. Because generally, not even generally, men don't tell the truth because they know that woman would disqualify them. That's what I'm saying.
I feel you.
So that's why they're gonna lie to you because you can't handle the truth. Think about it now. We're trying to give you the truth.
Right.
Listen,
I already know that though. What I'm
Listen,
saying is that
we
that's
have
just
no
not the case.
intentions of smashing. So me and Ease can tell you the truth. Like we don't
I
care.
hear you. I hear you,
So
and I'm
that
accepting
also,
it.
Right, but what we also got to understand too is what guys would do is we'll play the part. Our acting skills will be Denzel Washington. We'll act like we want to be a man.
What about the men with good intentions?
I'll get to them, but let me just.
Like
say
this is a bad intention man, but like
I'll
I'm
get
talking
to
about
that.
the
You gotta let me
good.
finish.
The
though,
man
so
with
I
the
get
good
to it.
intentions, you don't even want them.
I'll get to that.
I
You just
do
gotta
want
let me finish.
That's what I'm saying. I'm not okay. Go ahead. Sorry,
Go
you
ahead,
said something.
And ladies, we want to get your perspective too. So go
Right.
ahead, Ease.
Let me just get to this.
Talk to
Like, don't get me wrong. There are guys that will play the part. They'll put on their best acting role. They'll be Denzel Washington and pretend to be the guy of your dreams. Meaning, they'll sell you a dream. They'll court you. They'll say they want to be your man, marriage, kids. They'll say whatever they have to say to smash. And once they get what they want and they're tired of it, they'll leave.
I'll accept
Most
that.
guys will not be straight up with you and be like, hey, look, I just want to have sex. So what I'm going to do to have sex with you is I'm going to lie to you. I'm going to say you look beautiful. I'm going to take you to that steak dinner. I'm going to take you on vacation just so I can have sex with you. Most guys would go that extreme because majority of men don't get sex, or it's
I
hard for
believe
them
it.
to get sex. Now, you said, what about the men with good intentions? There
Yeah.
are men with good intentions. It just depends on where he's at in his life.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? So, like, don't get me wrong. There are guys out there that want a family, that would like to
Yeah.
get married and settle down.
No, listen.
You know
There's
what I'm
men
saying?
with good intentions. You don't want those men.
No,
they work at McDonald's.
all right.
They will love you.
Let
They
me
wouldn't
stop
look at
taking it
another
personal.
chick. No, listen. They will love you. They wouldn't look at another chick. Every woman will be blind because all they see is Christina. But guess what? You don't want those men because you're not attracted to those men. So if you are prioritizing a loyal man, a man that won't cheat, you can easily find one. Actually, we can all go together with you. Let's go to McDonald's. We'll find one.
I don't have an issue with that, honestly. I don't have that issue, but thank you.
Fair enough. All right, Dan, did you see a link for the calculator?
I didn't check Instagram. I can check.
Yes, exclude obese.
Yes.
And yes, exclude married.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, yes.
Yeah, yes. Good job.
Ooh, y'all was trying to.
Now, his age range.
Age range.
What does age has to be? From the youngest to the oldest that you would
I'm
date.
29, so I would do
From the youngest to oldest.
27 to. You can leave it at 48.
Okay. And then what's his height preference? Do the shortest to tallest.
You keep it at 5'6" and take that.
You would truly prefer a
dated a
man that's
5'6".
you dated them, but you would go
I
back
was
to
happy
5'6"?
with that. Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, I'm not worried about it.
Just let
Okay.
just let her know.
Keep it at 5'6".
5'6". Make that taller. Yeah, like at least 6'5". Yeah.
Okay, so no, let's do it this way. What do you actually
let's
prefer?
do this.
No,
Let's do it this way.
Let's do the man. This is so she can
Don't
see.
try to. Don't
No,
add
I'm
stuff
trying to say,
it.
what would you prefer? Not what would you settle with? I don't want to know what
I'm
you would
not
settle
settling.
with.
This is
Okay,
literally
okay.
something I'm cool with.
Okay, good.
Okay.
I'm
Income.
cool with this.
Dan, put the camera on her.
I'm cool with this. Okay? Cool with it.
And now income.
Income. Honestly, if I'm being very honest, you
Yeah.
can put that at 70K.
70K.
And what's
Yeah.
the maximum?
Because I live in Rochester, it's very minimal there.
Oh, you in
And
New York.
All the way.
honestly, just throw that thing all the way up. Because it's not a max, to be
Yeah.
honest. Honestly, it's no max for the height either. Just go ahead.
Okay, ethnicity.
Ethnicity, that's it?
What you mean? Oh, that's it. It's white, black,
Well,
Hispanic.
because black, and then, I mean... 'cause
You said that you
others,
prefer
like,
black men.
but
Dan,
like,
put
it's-
black. Dan,
but
put
other
black.
because African.
it's all
there's
gonna be
Nigeria.
black.
Like what?
Yeah,
My
they
taste
could
is
be
definitely
black.
outside of just black, but
Black
it's like
is
black
all of
skin.
them. It's
No, it's
African
not.
American
They
and it's
gotta
all
put
black.
other. No, it's not.
No, other is like
There are multiple.
no. You don't put other. Keep it
Other
as
is
black.
All right,
bro.
keep it black, but
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure that's taking
They
out
need
everybody
that.
that's not African
No,
American.
I mean,
No,
you know
black
what?
as in-
Put other. Go back and put other.
90.
Because you're only at a
90.
0.94%.
Oh, you gotta go to. Why is it giving me women?
Other
women that meet your standards.
Wait, you put gender as men.
Oh, go to
That's 'cause that's
female.
what-
Go to
Yeah,
female.
go back. Oh.
No,
no, you're
that's
right.
for men.
You're right.
Dan, keep
I
it.
said women the first
My bad. My
Yeah,
bad.
yeah. Ladies, calm down. We got this. All right. So look.
I can't believe that because they're so
0.09%.
common,
But there's
though.
so many people
They're
in the
so
United States, so let's
common.
run that number.
That's what I'm saying. It's so common.
feel like
Like,
that's
Ladies.
I just chose the shortest kings, the big range of money, and that's only 0.09. I
Ladies.
give it that, but what I'm saying is I run into that so often that's crazy.
What do you want to
And,
show
no,
off?
hold up real quick.
At least 5'6".
Go back to the big
6'4",
screen,
in that price
then-
range. They're everywhere.
And
Like
take it off. Stop sharing that.
that's literally y'all.
Okay,
If
now
I could leave
bring
this
it up
building
for me so I can see it.
Like that's everybody. Like
All right,
the
so
hell?
let's just read it to you so you understand, right?
Mm-hmm.
So it says that 0.09% based off of what you chose, a man that's 5'8" to 6'2", a man that makes 70K
Mm-hmm.
to what was it?
I bet they love to see
500K.
this.
500K,
maxed out.
right? So you maxed out. So that type of man, guess what? It's out of 164,977
American
people,
men.
American men.
Yeah.
Only it's
48,000.
it's a very, very small percent. You get what I'm saying?
I
So
get
the
what
chances
you're
of you
saying.
finding this type of man, and we put black and we put other, the chances of you finding this man is going to be small. But guess what? You prioritize communication, you said. Not only do he got to have that, but he also got to have the ability to make you feel the vibes and communication and all of this other stuff. So you got to be charismatic. He got to be charming. This doesn't even include like that stuff. This only includes like the tangible things, the things that you can see and measure.
I just
and he
can't.
could have.
I accept it.
He could have a small
I accept
meat.
it. I accept it. But this is crazy, and it's just crazy to me because I encounter men like that so often that this is crazy. That I think it's like 9%.
So
I
look,
thought it was
you-
at least like 23%.
So you
Like,
encountered.
my bad.
So you encountered men from the height range of 5'6" to 6'5" that are black
Yes.
that make minimum what 70K to
Yes.
now. The majority of
Bro,
That's what I'm
it's
saying.
simple.
I can take myself
If you
out of it and
encounter
agree,
those
but it's
men-
like there's
Yeah, the thing is this.
so often.
Christina,
you hang out rappers.
I don't date rappers, but that was cute.
Christina, look, the thing is, you encounter these men, but none of these men you are dating seriously.
I am though. I mean, that's what I'm saying. I can
You
talk.
said that you're single. What do you mean?
I'm single. I mean, duh, because dating is not a relationship.
No, the truth is that you encounter these men and they just smash and leave you.
I also have a question.
That's funny.
What?
Do you think that women that have close to the same credentials as the man they are after,
God bless you.
that man still has the same opportunity to cheat?
Okay, so do I think that a woman that has the same amount of options or like money and status? What do you mean?
Money and status.
Oh no, he's still. So the thing is, money and status does not make the woman more attractive because we're not complex. Like you'll date a guy that maybe is not that handsome, but if he has that status, like he's well known or he has money where you can see a future with him, he can have the ability to protect and provide for you. That man that's maybe like a 5 in looks, he goes up to like an 8 or a 7. But the thing is, with you can be a 7. And let's just say it's another version of you that's, got money and status. That's a 7. Is not gonna
Make a
do
difference for
anything.
us,
Your rate, your number doesn't increase.
Can you explain to me why?
Because men, that's just how we look at the world. You are not valued by your accomplishments. We are valued by our accomplishments, and we can see it very clear because men have a burden of performance. Women don't share that same burden of performance, and that's because men were simple. We'll date a girl that works at McDonald's and give her the world, but Christina wouldn't give a man at McDonald's a chance. You know what I'm saying? But he'll be loyal to her. So
Right.
it's complex.
Out of here. Like,
Also,
please.
another reason to add on top of that is another reason why men don't care about a woman's financial accomplishments because
It don't benefit us. Your money is your money. My money is your money. So it's like. So if you like that clip and you want to watch more, click right here. But if you want to watch the full episode, click right here.